Hello, good evening. A man's suffered serious injuries after a car was deliberately driven at him in an attempted murder in West Lothian. Police say a group of men were involved in a row on Glebe Road in Whitburn last night at around 7 o'clock. A black Fiat Punto struck the 30-year-old victim. He's continuing to be treated at Edinburgh Royal Infirmary. Officers say the vehicle involved, which had been in convoy with a black Audi A5, headed towards Armadale. Detectives are appealing for information. Police in Glasgow are investigating after a 29-year-old woman was sexually assaulted in the city's Kelvingrove Park. It's happened in the early hours of this morning and part of the park was sealed off while officers investigated. The Sunday Herald newspaper has published its final edition after 19 years. The last copy of the title was a 40-page souvenir edition of the paper, which was owned by NewsQuest. It's being replaced with two titles, The Herald on Sunday and The Sunday National. And one of the key moments in the paper's history was when it came out in support of an independent Scotland.
I don't think it was a massive surprise when we came out for Yes, but it was a great moment. It was a great moment for the paper. We had huge support from our readers and from the Yes movement in general, and it was one of the great memories I have of my time there, and I'm so pleased and proud that we did it.
Residents on Mull say too many visiting camper vans are taking their toll on the island's roads and car parks. The Harbour Association in Tobermory has set up a group to look at proposals for solutions, including more parking and relocating the ferry terminal. 5 people were injured trying to get into this afternoon's football match at Celtic Park. One was taken to hospital after falling from a wall, and the others were treated at the scene and went into the stadium. Fans said there was a crush after entry points at Janefield Street were closed before the match. Police and Celtic say they'll be reviewing their procedures. In the match itself, Celtic beat Rangers in their first city derby of the season. It was Steven Gerrard's first taste of the match since taking over as Rangers manager, but he wasn't able to end Celtic's dominance of the fixture. Alistair Lamont reports.
Full time in the familiar sight of Celtic celebrating a win over their fiercest rivals. Brendan Rodgers emerged as the victorious manager against his former captain at Liverpool, Steven Gerrard. Olivier Cham's goal was the difference between the sides and extends Celtic's unbeaten run against Rangers to 12 games. Rangers' recent form under Gerrard had led to predictions of a closer contest, but only the woodwork prevented Celtic from turning their early superiority into goals. And when they did hit the target, Alan McGregor was in the way. But Celtic's persistence eventually paid off, Cham finishing off an incisive breakaway. Rangers' threat was minimal, Alfredo Morelos spurning their best chance of an equaliser. And so normal service was resumed as Celtic handed Steven Gerrard his first defeat as Rangers manager. Alistair Lamont reporting Scotland.
Some of the most famous military aircraft to ever grace the skies have been in Glasgow this weekend to mark 100 years of the Royal Air Force. 5 iconic aircraft, including the Spitfire, Harrier and Typhoon, were on show outside the City Science Centre, which was hosting a series of events and displays. Nina MacLeod has been along for a look.
As part of the RAF at 100 aircraft tour, the public were invited to get up close and personal with some of the world's most advanced fighter jets.
I'm looking forward to getting on the plane and seeing what the cockpit's like.
We've got an attachment to wartime stories, and there's a lot of recent films such as Dunkirk and everything which have reminded us about the importance of the RAF.
A key part of the centenary celebrations is the advancements in technology in the air.
Over the last 100 years of our history, we have grown and developed so much in what we do and what we offer.
And clearly delighted to share his love of the RAF was trainee fighter pilot Kieran Gould.
I think the public are really enjoying it. They, certainly this kind of thing, they get to see up close and personal what kind of equipment we deal with and the people involved. And I think it just gives them a better idea of what we do day to day.
And for those would-be pilots of the future, it's also the chance of a lifetime.
I went from one job to another, and then this is where I really want to make my job an RAF person.
Nina MacLeod, reporting Scotland, Glasgow.
Let's get a look at the weather now with Christopher. Hello.
Hello there, thank you very much indeed, and good evening to you at home. It was a fairly cloudy and humid day for many of us, but not all. On the Murray coast, we had some sunshine and that lifted temperatures to 26 degrees. You can see on the satellite picture where we had the best of the sunshine, elsewhere cloud and now outbreaks of rain. And that wet weather crosses the country overnight tonight. It's a weather front moving through. Where we have the clearing skies in the northwest, temperatures in single digits, elsewhere holding in double digits. And it means tomorrow will be a bit of an east-west split. Eastern Scotland cloudy with some outbreaks of rain on and off through the course of the day, but in the west and northwest some sunshine. Exactly when and if that cloud clears through the central belt, open to doubt. A much fresher feeling day tomorrow, temperatures around 16 or 17 degrees at best. Tuesday, and we have a nose of high pressure just sort of moving its way in, and that means on Tuesday it's largely dry. Set fair really, some cloud around but some brightness, some sunshine and once again a fresher feel. Temperatures by mid-afternoon no greater than around 16 or 17 degrees. That's the forecast for now.
Chris, thank you. And that's Reporting Scotland for now. Christopher and I will be back at 10:20 tonight. Until then, from all of us here, have a great Sunday evening. See you later, I hope.